Hey UCLA Flutes, today I'm going to go through a new piece called Military March, which I think will be great for us to learn while we're at home. It has three parts, so it's what's called a trio. There's an A part, a B part, and a C part. So when you play the A part, you're always going to go to the top line. If you play the B part, you're going to go to the second line. And of course, if you play this C part, you're always going to go to the third line. Okay? So each part has three lines. Let's start by looking at our key signature for this. If you look at your key signature, you notice you have two flats. Let's do the first flat. Get this in our ear. B flat, two fingers, and first finger in our pinky. Let's do E flat, which is my right hand down, left hand two fingers, and my thumb here. Oh yeah, and we've got to do this. Each week I'm going to give you a really bad joke. Raise your hand if you like bad jokes. Okay, and so this week's bad joke is, what do you get from a pampered cow? Think about that. I'm going to give you the answer somewhere in this video. So let's first look at our C part for Military March. For our C part, if we scan our C part, we've got a high Fs toward the end of the first line. Let's play some high Fs for practice. Okay, that's my first finger here. Not this, that's F sharp. Here, first finger. And then as you scan down, we should know pretty much all these notes. You can always look your notes up in the back of your blue book or your green book. So I'm going to play this bottom line. One thing we also want to note, though, is we have a repeat sign if you look at the end of the first line that goes back to almost to the very beginning, and then it keeps going. Once we get to the end of the first line, before the two measures at the end of the first line, we're going to jump to the second ending. The first ending is here. We do this only the first time. And then once we've done this, and we come the second time, we're going to jump to here. Okay, for the second ending. Okay, let's try that. Let's try our C part. One, and you can play with me, or you can listen and then try it slowly afterwards. 1, 2, 1. Repeat. Jump. Okay, so that's the C part, and these parts get progressively more difficult. Let's look at the B part next. The B part, if we look at the first line toward the end of the B part, we've got low A's toward the end there. See if you can find your low A's. The first line of the B part toward the end of that line, it's the second space note, and my low A is just going to be two fingers, my thumb, and then my pinky. That's my low A. If I look at that same spot in the second line of the B part, I've also got a little bit of an unusual note there. That's my E natural. So I have E flat in the key signature, right? But it's marked in E natural, so that's my ring finger up. Let's play some E naturals. Okay? And then the other notes, we should know the other notes. We can always look these notes up if we need to in our blue books in the back, or in the back of our green books. So let's try the B part. D, B flat, D. 1, 2, 1. And I always like to add a little note at the end there. It's not written, but it's a little button at the end. Let's lastly look at our A part. I'm going to do the best I can with this part. I'm not a professional flute player, so you'll find that out, I think, soon, Flutes. When you hear me try to play this, I'm going to do my best. Let's look at some tricky spots in this A part. So, Flutes, if you look at measure 11, which is in our second line on the A part, we got high B flats. Same as low B flat fingering, but I'm going to blow a little more air. Here's low B flat. You can play these with me for practice. Now let's do some high B flats. Fast air. I'm going to kind of shift a little teeny bit toward me for my high notes. And then out teeny bit, shifting out a little bit for my low notes. Okay, look back at the A part. We've also got to be careful that we're playing A naturals. That's the note right below B flat. 2 fingers on my left hand. So I'm going to play a lot of B flats and then A's. For practice, I'm going to just try this part at 11. You can try it with me. This is the tricky part here. It starts on B flat. I'm going to start the 2 notes before 11. 1, 2, 1. Okay, so that's before 11. And then, yeah, let's try this. So let's start from the top. F, D, F. 1, 2, 1. Now 11. Okay, so that was the A part. And the cool thing, I think I mentioned this, is that this is like a puzzle. If you learn the B part really well, try to play that with me playing the A part. If you learn the C part really well, try to learn that with me playing the B part. Okay, so you can mix this up, have fun with this, and oh yeah, our bad joke. Let me think, what was our bad joke? Oh yeah, what do you get from a pampered cow? Spoiled milk. Bye, Flutes.